to Purpose, Plans, and Profits. I am your girl, Ms. Robin Wiggins, and here we are on the road to living financially independent, retiring comfortably, and earnestly building to leave a legacy for our future. Now, if that's something that interests you, I need you to subscribe to this channel, click that like button. You might as well go on and click them notifications on because you're gonna like what you see. All right? So, today, y'all, I am doing an example of my August budget. I would say this is August and September, what it looks like for me after I've sat down and I've done my weekly breakdown. Okay, I have laid out all my bills for the month. I have done my monthly breakdown, my weekly breakdown. I know how much I plan to bring in and things of that nature. So I really want to break down velocity banking to you on a week by week basis so that you can see where you may go wrong, where you can improve, and what are some things that you can put in place to better be prepared for the next month. Now, if you can remember, last month, I paid my mortgage with a debit card and I forgot to turn off the automated payment on the mortgage. So it took another mortgage. All right. So right now, I don't have a mortgage for the month of August, and that is going to reflect this. But what I really want to show you, like I've always said, I want to show you the real. I want to show you the real numbers. Listen, I'm just showing you my life. Okay, well, every time we're doing this, I'm trying to show you my life and what it looks like for me and what I plan to do going forward. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, first of all, my income, of course, as y'all know, is $52.70. All right, $52.70, and that's base. That is base of the base, underestimated. If I don't do anything else, right? I don't do nothing new, nothing different. I keep going with my life. I don't change any subscriptions. I don't, cut down on eating out. If I don't do nothing else, $52.70, right, is what I bring in. My total monthly expenses is $34.04, and that is with everything. That is just expenses. These are the things that I pay as bills on a monthly basis. All right, expenses that I pay as bills, not variables. All right, we got them in the bottom. Next is my cash flow. My cash flow for the month is $18.66. Now that has actually dropped since last month. All right, so my cash flow for the month is $18.66. My mortgage is $16.32, and this is the credit card number 2 that we are working on. Now, I know y'all looking like, how she got round numbers? Because if you know me, if you saw the last card that I paid off, y'all know the way my OCD set up. Okay, so when I pay and make payments, I make it to round it to the whole number. That's just what I do. Okay? All right, cool. So this is what I'm starting off with. Now, first of all, I think we do better by starting over here so that you can see my week by week breakdown. As a matter of fact, hold on. All right, so if any of you have not already printed out your VB matrix, right? Just go ahead, print it out. It's free. It's just some paper, right? You actually can write it down, like a piece of paper, something. VB matrix, right? And so inside of this matrix here, and don't mind what I'm doing. Yes, I'm just throwing it on the floor. You're going to see this last page. It's going to have all of my socials. You can just connect with me any kind of way. It also has a way for you to connect with me on a one-on-one basis. But what I wanted to show you are the actual financial matrix. All right. So with this matrix here is everything that I have up here. It is my income, expenses, debt right here, and the cash flow. For me, the mortgage is kind of a thing, and you'll see why as I go along, okay? So this next page that I have inside of the matrix is your week-to-week breakdown sheet, right? This is your week-to-week breakdown. What bills do you pay between the 1st and the 7th? Between the 8th and the 14th? Between the 15th and the 21st? Between the 22nd and the last day of the month? What bills do you pay? Right? I have them broken down and then I put them here. Okay. So over here, what you see is my week 1. This is my income for the week, right? Income for the week. The only bill that I have due for this particular week is $16. All right, that is it. That is week one. That is all I have, right? So you're going to kind of see, I guess I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you now. So what you're going to see are bills coming out, and you're going to say, well, Robin, where's the mortgage, right? Mortgage is actually taken out by the week, right? It's taken out by the week. And as you see, the week that the mortgage is due on week 3, it ain't as much, but I have an abundance here. So as far as my mortgage is concerned, this is week 1. Okay, so I want y'all to see that, right? For me, this is week 1. This is week 2. This is week 3. This is week 4. All right, that is how I do it. I'm ahead a week. Okay, ahead a week. So technically this is week 1 for me. But we're going to go and we're going to count this as week 1 because these are the bills from the 1st to the 7th. Okay, $16 is the only thing I owe for this particular week, which leaves me a cash flow of $889. If we put this whole 905 in here, what do we say? Income in, expenses out. Income in, expenses out. Y'all, the only thing I've done was take out the one step of expenses out, right? You see it here, okay? Okay? Expenses out is here, and I'm putting the ending balance up here, okay? So I want you to keep in mind, 905 is going on the card, but 889 is actually what will be left at the end of that week. Okay, y'all see where I'm going? How my mind think? Okay, so for me, 889 is what it is. I'm not going to say 905. I'm not going to say psych myself out and say, oh my God, I put the whole thing on here, right? But you know the expenses coming out. So don't psych yourself out like that, okay? So 889 up here brings me to a balance of 19,111. I like them ones, y'all. I like how them ones is flowing up here, okay? Second week. Now, this is where, I want you to listen to me. This is where I absolutely love is, this is why I do my budget on a weekly basis, okay? 1855 right here. I hope y'all can see this. Okay. So 1855 is my income in for that week. All right. But I have $662 of bills that cannot be taken off a credit card. Okay. Those are the things I account for when I'm doing velocity banking. All right. So $662 cannot be taken off. Indeed, it's not determined. That does not determine what's going on here. Okay. So essentially it leaves me with $1193. Then for that week, I have $194 in bills that can come off a credit card. So essentially for that week, $999 is actually my cash flow. And that is what I put here, leaving me a balance of $18,112. Okay. Same thing for week 3. This is 905 is my income for that week. 153 in non-determinable expenses that cannot come off a credit card. So that brings me down to 752. And the bills that can come off that particular week is 467, leaving me with 285 right here, bringing my balance down to 17,827. Okay. Week 4, same thing. 1605 is my actual income for that week. 212 is something that cannot come off a card. So guess what? What does that do? All of these amounts, they stay in the bank, leaving me $1393. The actual bills that can come off for that week, $68. That's it, right? $68. $1325 is what I'm left with right here, leaving me a balance of $16,502. Now, y'all, this is where it get tricky right here. Okay, this is where it get tricky, but I'm gonna show you how it get tricky when we get them off too. Okay, This is what I will say is an average month for me. Gas, two fill-ups a month, because I literally work right up the street from my house, so I don't have to go far and I don't do much. My nails, because, you know, hello, you can't be on camera with your hands and your nails ain't done, okay? All right, that's just me. It's just me, okay? Food, about $250. My daughter's about to go off to college. I'm probably not going to spend $250 in food, but, you know, I ain't doing that much cooking. But again, okay. Eat out, $300. That's about average for me. Between food and this, I'd probably do eat about $500-$600, and that is between groceries and eating out. Clothing, $150, because Dave Ramsey still says clothing is an essential part of your four walls. Okay, now y'all see the jewelry, y'all see the things that I like. I like things. I like my purses. I like my things. Y'all see the purses behind me when I'm talking. I like things. Okay, so there you go. Movies. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to the movies at least once a month, especially if Marvel has dropped something. Did y'all see Secret Invasion? We ain't even gonna talk about it, child. Okay, we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. I'm one of them. Yes, I'm nerdy. I'm geeky. I'm a Marvel fan through and through, but I'm also a DC fan. I'm more of a Marvel fan than I am a DC fan, but Superman is my number one character throughout all of them. Second, maybe to Wonder Woman, but, you know, girl power, right? Hello. Okay, I digress. Then, of course, I have to get my hair done, okay? So that brings my variable expenses to $1,040. Now, a lot of times when y'all are seeing the videos and you're seeing the breakdown, this is the part right here. Let's talk about this for a minute. This part right here, ain't nobody thinking about. Y'all know how many videos and how many people I see saying velocity banking ain't work for me because I did too much and yada, 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 yada. It does work. That's just number one. It does work. Number two, you ain't paying attention to your expenses. Okay? So I take that off here. Expenses, $1,040. Because all of my bills been accounted for. Every one of them have been accounted for. This is an average month of expenses for me right here. And then interest, and I took 14% interest on the highest balance, $230, leaving me a balance of $17,772. Okay? Leaving me with $772. Now let's do this again. Remember, this is August. I do not owe any mortgage in August because it already came out. But let's step back into reality. Let's step back into reality and let's see what September talking about. Okay? Let's see what September talking about. September, we starting off with $17,772. Cool. Same thing, $889 from here because my bills ain't changing. The most that is fluctuate, y'all know, like the light bill fluctuates, the water bill fluctuates, and things like that, right? So, $889, and I accounted for some fluctuations, right? Going up here, bringing me to $16,883. Week 2, same thing, nothing changing, $999. Going on here, bringing me to $15,884. Week 3, same thing, same bills, same bills. Same ending cash flow, $285, bringing me to $15,599. Week 4, same thing, right? Week 4, same thing. Same thing, same bill, $68. Same in non-determinants that it can't come out. Same thing, $13.25 right here, bringing me to $14,274. My variables, average, what I bring out, $1040, bringing me to $15,314. Interest on the high balance, $204, right? Bringing me to $15,518. My mortgage is due, right? $15,518. Y'all can check my math. Y'all check my math. $15,518 minus, I got handy dandy right here just in case. I gotta check myself. Right? 15.5, what? 18 minus 1632, which is my Add. Sorry, add that, y'all. 15,518. Add that 1632. I get 17,150. Look at the balance I started off with. Y'all see the balance I started off with, right? This is what I ended with. So let's see how much the difference that is. $622. Let me write that down. Let me write it somewhere. Hopefully y'all can see. Can y'all see? You won't be able to see if I put it down. I'm gonna put it somewhere right here. I'll just put it here. How much was it, y'all? 622. Lord. Y'all know I'm trifling here. 622. 622. That's how much was paid on this card in this month. Now, the reason you do velocity banking, y'all, is simply so that you don't have as much interest to pay. I took this interest on the high balance, but the very next week I brought it down to 16. The very next week I brought it down. The very next week I brought it down. The very next week I brought it down. So if you take all these amounts, average them out, take the 4, divided by 4, take the average, and then take the 14%. You come up with a different number. But 622, you did all of this to pay down 622 on the card. And some people was like, well, why not just pay the 622 on the card? You could. You really could. If you want to make it easier. You really could. Does it really make it faster? It really does make it faster because you're not paying as much interest. You're not paying as much interest. You're not paying the balance of this card, right? The card itself, when the thing comes due, is about $400 a month. So I'm saving $400 a month by putting my income into this card, right? If I would have to add this 400 to this 3404 if I didn't do this. Y'all get what I'm saying? So you have the benefits of doing this. If you're wondering, why should I do this? One, because if I didn't, then this $400 would come out of my expenses, making my expenses $3,804, bringing my cash flow down to $1,466, right? That's one. Then I would be paying the interest that you see here, right? I would actually be paying interest on here because all you're doing is paying just a little bit. Can you imagine? 20,400 minus 400 the next month, and you got interest going up, right? So if you think about it, this is what it looks like for me. I'm gonna take this off right here, 622. This is what it looks like for me when I do it just by paying my bill, right? 20,000. And I say, oh, I'm gonna pay the monthly payment. That bring it to 19,600. But then the interest on that is $230. Right? Y'all help me with that math. Oh no, I'm adding. Am I adding? I am adding. Sorry. I'm adding. So the interest on that is $230. So you just added 6, 7, 8. 8. Right? It ain't do nothing from here to here in 1 month. But in 1 month doing it this way, you brought it from here to here. Does that make sense? Makes no sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me. Hopefully, the way I'm explaining it, y'all see and understand why we say take your money and put it there so that you can cut this bill out. I don't want to pay this extra $400 because that's all it's going to do. Can y'all see that? That's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. All right. So that's this right here. Another thing, if you have savings if you have cash envelopes and if you have debt, put it on there. One thing I did put aside my $1,000 emergency fund. I did put aside a month of my bills, which I still got to work back on. I got to work on the mortgage now. It's gone, right? But have a plan before you start this. You got to have a plan, and you got to be real with yourself. That's the number one key to all of this, is being real with who you are. Who are you as a spender? What's most important to you as a spender? My nails is important. You know, I'm not doing that much cooking, so eating out is more important to me than just buying food. I go to the grocery store about once a week and literally probably only spend about $50, if that. If that. Just whatever dinner I want to fix right then. Listen, a spaghetti dinner is $20. That's for a whole week. I'm done. Right? I'm gonna make me some spaghetti too, because my daughter, she don't like spaghetti. I'm gonna make me some spaghetti, okay? But y'all, this is the part where you have to be real with yourself. So what is the plan in this? The plan for me, I could cut down on some of the clothing, right? I could cut down on some of the eating out, right? I don't really need to go to the movies every single month, because the next Marvel movie that comes out, well, The Beetle is coming out in August, so there goes that. But the Marvels don't come out until November. So I'm not really having to go to the movies every single month. I can cut that. Over here, I can cut some of my subscriptions out. I actually found about $224 in subscriptions that I could cut out. So between this, and this, change this to 150. Change this to 150. I gotta be real. I can't, y'all. But I mean, that took 200. 200. That's about 4, 5, 6. That's about $600 extra right there, on top of the 622 that I could put on that. That's $1,200 that I could put on this card. Also, increase your cash flow by getting you an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. I told y'all the easiest way to do that is by turning your expenses into income, household and personal expenses. You're gonna go buy deodorant. You're gonna go buy washing powder. You're gonna go buy toothpaste. You're gonna already do those things. So you might as well get paid for doing that, right? So if I could add an extra $1,000 to my cash flow, and then maybe tweak some things, if I so choose, I can tweak an extra $1,000 in just what I already have. That's an extra $2,000 going on to this card. You don't think I could pay that off faster? Just by making some changes and doing some things and tweaking some behaviors, right? It's just me. Do I really need Netflix, Hulu, BT Plus, Paramount, Disney, Prime, Peacock? Do I need them all? I mean, I got a show on every one of them. That's neither here nor there, okay? But y'all see where I'm going with this. So hopefully y'all can get some kind of understanding as to what it looks like on a weekly basis. What does velocity banking look like for you on a weekly basis? Because this is what it looks like for me. This is what it looks like for me. Yeah, I could take, $20,000, put my income in, expenses out, got my cash flow, and I could be down, in, a year and be done. But life be lifing. Life is really life. Life is really life. Oh, well, you can take your gas. And then some people say, well, you're supposed to take all of this out in here. Yeah, you could. You could. But if I just take my bills out, then I can see what my expenses are and I can better control them. Okay? I can better control them. just by simply separating and say, these are the bills that I have and these are the things I can control. These are the subscriptions I have. What could I change? Okay? What could I change? So for me, this is what real looks like for me. All right? This for me is what real looks like for me. I break this down every single week. When y'all see me in my spending planner, Bash Conversations, link in the description below. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting in my numbers by the week, by the paycheck, just seeing where I am now instead of waiting a whole month. You doing a whole budget for a whole month and you don't look back at your budget for another 30 days. And you're like, what did I do? Well, you would have known what you did if you kept up with it. Okay? So, y'all, this is what it looked like for me. I have a few case studies that I can bring to you here, and that's what I will be doing here shortly. Just seeing just some things I see out there here in the YouTube world, some ways that I can help people, some people I've talked to. So I'm super excited just to kind of show you or show those people what it looks like on a monthly or a weekly basis for their income and the things that they want to do. So I'm super, super excited about that. All right. So y'all, that's my piece for today. If you are liking what I'm put out, if you are vibing with me, you're feeling me, I want you to subscribe to this channel. Also, share this out with your friends, family, colleagues, co-workers. Somebody in your life is thinking about a way that they can pay down their debt, trying to just see where to start. Really, y'all, it really just starts with your budget. For me, it starts here. It starts with your budget. It starts with knowing your numbers. It starts with your budget and then how you're going to attack it. All right? Know your numbers, start your budget, and attack action. That's what it's about. All right? So as always, be blessed. Be safe, y'all. Be safe out here in this heat. Drink water. Stay cool. Y'all, the nurse in me is coming out a little bit, y'all. I really need y'all to stay cool, hydrated. Check on your peoples. Make sure your elderly people have the AC on in their house. Because my parents don't. Like, they feel like just because they're not outside, nothing's going to happen. No, you're inside and you can still have heat exhaustion in the house. Okay, so make sure you check on your peoples. Make sure everybody's okay out here in this heat, all right? And be blessed, be easy, be a light in someone's life because you never know who might need you, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.